This is Bubba Joe Jr., or Retard Bubba as he's generally known. You could say that his mind is empty, but not his head. Come closer, see what's inside. Closer, closer, closer. Ouch, too close. Ah, there you are. My name is William Dragras Booger, but everybody calls me Grandpa Booger. Welcome to Boogerville. Isn't it wonderful? A home to 500,000 boogers in every imaginable shade of green. Or is it yellow? Well, it's certainly some green-yellowish variation. Doesn't really matter. This is a story about one of us, of one very special booger, and he's definitely more green than yellow. This is the story of Mr. Booger. Actually, his name is Jonathan Booger Jr., but everybody calls him Mr. Booger because of his, you will agree, for a booger, quite unusual fashion style. Except for his spiffy threads, Mr. Booger is a perfectly ordinary fella. Here you can see him and his friends hard at work. Yep, that's what us booger folk do. We hang around the nose doing absolutely nothing all day long. Well, with more or less success. Yep, that's what we do, except during the cold season, when everybody runs around like crazy for no apparent reason. Mr. Booger's adventure started one uneventful morning. He and his friends Billy and Elijah, also known as Stretch, were hanging around by the bench on the edge of Boogerville Park by the Great Nose Hair Forest. A lovely cool breeze was blowing when all of a sudden... Yes, a sneeze. The worst natural disaster that can befall a booger. Poor Elijah's reception upon landing was quite cold. He landed on rather cold kitchen window, and being the middle of the winter with temperatures well below freezing point outside, his little mucusy body started to crystallize at once. Cold reality of world outside Bubba's nose was too much for poor Elijah, but Billy's and Mr. Booger's hot welcome was not much better either. For little boogers, hot 100-watt light bulb is like the surface of the sun. It didn't take long for Billy to become well done. Crispy, if you will. Hey, but look on the bright side. Crispy boogers don't stick. And so, Mr. Booger found himself back inside Bubba's head. Mind you, it is not unusual for boogers to end up back in Bubba's head after leaving the nose, but it is usually a much shorter trip, most often a straight flight from the nose to the mouth via Bubba's finger. Mr. Booger, now he was the first booger to find himself in uncharted upper recesses of Bubba's cranium. He decided to find a way back home to Boogerville. He wandered and wandered around in the darkness until he found it. A sort of a throne-looking thingy. Why is it here? What's it for? At that moment, Mr. Booger didn't care. He just wanted to sit down after walking for such a long time. And then it happened. And so we reached the end of the adventure. Then one little booger started, well, as a booger and ended as a man. Makes you wonder who's in your head. Just in case, use a hanky next time.